Hey everybody, it's Gunny here, and what I want to do today is look at the card sets and new stuff that's come along and give you some numbers to play with. So what we've got right here is Christmas Chang, and he's laying the smack of down just using one of his super ultimate card and nothing else. He's got nothing else on there, and as you can see the damage is 134,608, as in 134,608. Okay, whatever, I hate maths. Now, that's just, like I said, he's got a level 1 card on, but no action cards, no option cards, that's all, right? So now we're going to look at the Kyo set, and that's been maxed out. And this card set is really about power gauge building. That's why you'll see it being used in a lot of the welder quest, the giant quest, stuff like that. And as you can see, the attack is not, well, it's an improvement, 277k. It's not bad, right? But like I said, the real point of that one is really to boost the power gauge. So that's nice. Right, next up is the coolest set. Now, before I start, just want to say the coolest set is a really good set. It's going to give you 17.4% increase of attack if you get the critical. And the point is, you need the critical first, because then, there it just set off. Now you get the bonus and everything goes crazy. But it's only after you get the critical. So if you don't get critical, the attack is just going to be yeah, 330k. Now the Halloween Mary set, there's no messing about. It's a consistent set. It's just damage up, that's all. So it's a reliable set. I think it's quite good, but it's not very exciting. But 355k, whoa. But you know, do you want to do something flashy? Well, like I said, consistency versus going for the crazy stuff. Well, if you can be lucky, you can get some fantastic results. Now the next set is just, as you can see, another consistent set. It just is going to boost you up, and that's it. But its real use is for resisting attacks in PvP when you will take 50% of the damage. Now the Mr. Big set, of course, this is good for defense characters. Other types really shouldn't use it. Well, you know, if you've got nothing else, well, fine. As you can see, 415k, it's pretty good. Now let's compare this with, of course, the new set, the Kaya set, which has the 45% boost of defense turning into attack. And you know, you can still have criticals in here, which can mess up all the calculations. But right now, as you can see, the Kaya set is way ahead of the Mr. Big. And of course, the Kaya set will be very useful in PvP when you've got strike, or PvE when you're, well, PvE when we're talking about League, because they have the shield boost. Hold up, the shield boost when you tag in. But otherwise, for all the defense characters, you've actually also got the what is it? The Ash set, but that's only 25% conversion boost. And the Mr. Big is good as well, 21 points, but the attack boost is 42%. The Kai set is 45. That's it really. But we'll talk a little bit more about the big set for other uses in a minute. Now we go back to Noah set. It's kind of feels like it's the leader, but it's not really. It's like, it gives you the biggest CP boost. And look, you've got 405k worth of damage, which is pretty good. And you know, if you've got an attack character, then that's going to be fantastic anyway, right? Let me just see my stats. Yeah, attack plus 21 as well, and of course it will randomly give you super armor. So it's the go-to set for attack characters, really. But we're going to talk about another set as well, which I've discovered, which might be good afterwards. So I'm just giving the dummy a good smack for measure. Now you know about these two sets. Of course you do. The Tekken set, of course, is very hard to get because, well, no, it's impossible to get now. You can't get it. So it's a great set, but the Iori set is actually very similar. But again, it's really about whether you get those criticals. There's a couple there. So you can see the Iori set's probably smiling right now. But I think I just saw one on the Tekken set, but at the end. Now, don't get too excited. The Iori set right here in this example has a higher damage output, but it's all based on luck. So the Tekken set overall is actually still the better set because it's going to build your power gauge when you hit that critical. But the Iori set, you've got nothing else to go for right now. So if you want that crazy critical attack damage, then that's what you go for. No, we're not going to look at that. Right, that is what you're going to go for because you can't do it. Otherwise, the Tekken set is actually better. Now, let's talk about some of the other new sets that we've seen, which are very, very interesting. So, as you know, we've done the Noah set, we've done the Kaya set. Now, the Ein set is here, and it's going to give you attack 7, defense 7, and HP 7. But the interesting part is the increasing the penetration by 800%. 15% chance to gain super armor for 1 second and decrease damage received by 20% for 3 seconds upon using an active skill. This is nice, but I think this is specifically for a super boss or a strange particular situation, because why do I want that penetration? To break through their guard? Okay, but it's not really the same as hitting, doing a guard crash instantly with a move. So, and there's a card that's going to do that. Well, you're going to see it in a second. That's the next card set. So it's like, why? Yeah, I don't get it. I think it's going to be for something else coming up later on. But of course, you've got 1 second on your super armor. So if your moves don't even have super armor, you could add that super armor if you are lucky. And then if you get hit by something else, yeah, you'll reduce the damage. I think there's a very specific reason for that that's coming up later. Now, the Ryugo set, you might hear people talking about it as the checkmate set. Well, that's what it's called. Give you attack +7, +7, +7, so 21 points on top first of all. Then you're going to increase your HP by 20%, 10% chance to ignore the guard. And that's why when you have a character that you like, but it doesn't have a guard crashing skill, this is the card set that you might want to invest in. But again, it's all about luck. But when you do get that guard crash, you are also going to decrease the opponent's attack for 10 seconds, which is interesting because you're attacking them. So I'm like, but then why? But at a high level of PvP, there are situations where you can guard crash, and characters like Shermie or Pretty Big don't care, and they're going to attack you back anyway. So at least this way, you can, well, I don't know if you want to bait them out, but you will reduce their attack by 20% for 10 seconds. So that's kind of nice. And in fact, yeah, I'm not even sure if the decrease of the attack is any time or only when you activate it using your active skill. So it's one of the cards I'm going to try and collect and get a clarification on that for you. Now there's a couple of others which don't have the high CP but are still interesting. As you know, yeah, this is actually the first, I think this is the first real set for defense characters. It's just defense up by 15%, 15 points rather. No, 5. Oh wow, it is actually 15%. It's not points. That's interesting, right? 15%, and then you get a conversion of your or 40% of your defense going into attack. This is a really good set for an for a defense character, but the CP will mean that it won't match Kaya. It just won't. And that also goes with the Mr. Big set as well. As you saw in the comparison already, it's about the same. Now the Ash set came along. It's quite interesting, but it's basically only an 8% attack boost. All of this other stuff, it doesn't make any difference. It's like, oh, defense, attack type, and balance type. So what? It's just 8%. whatever. But it's not points, it's percentage. But again, because of the CP, I don't think it's really going to make much difference compared to the super powerful cards that we've seen at the top. And it will increase the attack by 25% of their defense. But the interesting thing about this set is the power charge rate of 5%. So that is quite interesting. But gonna have to wonder, I'm like, yeah, or I could just use the Kaya set and that's it. But you never know. I mean, because some things to try out. Again, when I get the full set, maybe we'll come back and do another video. But if you have a faster power charge and you get your super faster, you have the advantage in the PvP situation. That's it. And maybe even, yeah, even for the Hell's Dungeon stuff, it's amazing, right? So we've talked about Iori, we've talked about already Halloween Mary, we've talked about Tekken set, Mr. Big set, the Nest set yet. Now the other new set is the Liz set, and it's attack by 6%, plus 2% power when using grab skill, and critical rate by 8% for 5 seconds after using grab skill. So in other words, it's a good set for grapplers. It will increase your attack by 13% and deal additional damage equal to 200% of attack to target upon landing a grab skill. So if you have an attack grappler, this is a great set. And in fact, this set, much like the Iori set, replaces the Choi and Taker set, rest in peace, because you can't get that. Otherwise, this was the best set for grapplers. You had an attack boost 7, HP by 6, and attack skill by 7. Wait, did I say? Yeah, sorry, attack by 6 and skill damage by 7, which is basically your grab, right? Gives you attack by 10%, 20% of super armor, which is not really good because you grab them, you got super armor. So what? They're getting grabbed, and by the time they wake up, the 2 seconds is gone. But at least if anything crazy happens, you've got a little bit of protection. And then you've got your power charge rate going up by 20% for 2 seconds as well, which is good. Power charge rate is always good. Build up for your super. So yeah, like I said, this if you don't have the Choi and Taker, then the Liz set is the one you want to go for. Now the last set I want to talk about today is very, very interesting. I really going to try and get this set now so I can experiment with it. But it has a few caveats. So first of all, it's going to increase your attack by 6%, increase your HP by 6%, and increase your penetration by 250 for 5 seconds when you land the strike skill. Now, the set bonus is about increasing the strike skill damage by 30%. Then you have a 50% chance to increase your attack by 20% for 5 seconds if you land that strike skill. So what I understand is you hit with your strike skill first, and then if you're lucky, your next 2 strike skills are going to hit for 50% attack up. A 50% attack boost. So that means you need a character that has 3 strike skills. Now, can you think of anyone that has 3 strike skills? Well, I can tell you very quickly, it's not Nameless. And it's not Nest. Hold on a minute, let me just quickly check that one. Nope, he's got a blast skill straight away. Nope, of course not. A lot of the characters who have projectiles, they've got blast skills, so it's a no-no. It's not mature because she's got a grab skill. So we go over to, ooh, yeah, see already, no, Geese has got a projectile, Sylvie's got projectile, Rock's got, but Rock has a blast skill. What we're talking about, Rapuken. Okay, there we go, done. Now, Alice, on the other hand, has 3 strike skills. Right, and that's the normal Alice. Of course, if we go down to All Stars and don't crash, whoa. If we have a look over here at Kula, right, part of the idols, she has a blast skill. Her counter shows a blast skill, so it's no good for her. And we have a look at Mei Li. You may be surprised to find she has all 3 strike skills. So this is going to be very good for her. And an idol, Alice, lovely Aris, if you prefer, also has free strike skills. And Lady Kim also has free strike skills. So this might be a very interesting set. However, the CP boost is 2k, not 3k, as in comparison to the top sets. So it's like, it might well still be a case of smoke and mirrors, but it's very, very interesting. And it also depends on luck. But, you know, all of this, it's like, at the end of the day, if you're looking for absolute carnage, consistent, it's probably the Noah set. And then if you're looking for absolute crazy antics and hoping to get lucky, then you go for the Iori set with an attack character. And of course, if you've got defense character, you're going to go for the Kaya set. That's it. And I still don't know which sets are going to be good for the technical or the balance characters. So that's it. So there you are. I hope that was helpful. That's my rundown of the card sets so far for King of Fighters All Stars. So let me know what set you think was going to be good for a character, or if you found a particular set that works really well with the character, let me know in comments so we can update the wonderful website and keep things going. All right, thanks everyone for watching. This is Gunsmith, the Orochinagi Oyaji. You know me. We stream every Thursday around 11 PM Central European time. We have a lovely shop for you to check out with some personal and slightly original designs. So check it out. And thanks for watching, and give us a like and subscribe, you know, and we'll see you next time.